The measure of a man. The measure of a man. Welcome. This is Ray's Corner Live, coming to you live all the way from here. We're here, right here. Hey, this your guy Ray. The measure of a man. I just want to take a few moments, man, and I want to read some things to you. The measurement of a man. How do we measure ourselves as men? We're measuring ourselves based on masculinity, which is a world system, which we need to really get away from. We need to understand God made humanity, man. God made humanity. He made us human, right? And we need to start applying ourselves as human as being human, based on the purpose and the plan that God has for our life. That way we can identify our roles. That way we can identify what manhood is. That way we can identify who we are. And a lot of us, I hate to say a lot of us, but I can say for me, like worrying and anxiety keeps us from really finding out who we really are. I mean, we're worrying about bills, we're worrying about our status in society, we're worrying about our status in the family, we're worrying about our status in the community. We don't have no identity, not understanding who we are, worrying about this, worrying about that, anxiety, man, all these things, right? It's like really driving us. And then we have the enemy attacking our mind with lies and thoughts about ourselves that we're receiving, right? That we should be like replacing the lies. It's like taking away the lies and replacing them with truth. Remove the lies and replacing them with truth. But it's so hard to identify the lies that we're saying to ourselves. It's so hard to identify the lies that the enemy has infiltrated into our minds. Because a lie is as if it's true, right? And the only way I can identify lies that's continually have me worrying and have anxiety and not knowing who I am. Lies, one thing about lies and one thing about anxiety and one thing about worrying, there is a problem attached to it. There's a problem attached to worry, and there's a problem attached to anxiety. There's a problem attached to the lies that I believe about myself. And we have to start identifying the problems that the lies are causing. Once I start identifying the lies that the problem has caused, then my life can change, right? My life could, like, things change about me. Because I start removing the lies and I start replacing them with truth, with the things that I was believing about myself, that I would never stop getting high, right? That I would never be a good father, that I would never be a good husband, that I would never be none of those things, right? And they were all lies. And remember, the devil is the liar and the truth is not in him. So when I start embracing the lies, knowing that, listen, the more he talked to me, the more they were lies, the opposite was true. The more he said I wouldn't stop getting high, I knew I would stop getting high. 28 years later, I still don't get high. He said you'll never be a good father. Well, 28 years later, I'm a pretty good dad. You know, I'm there for my kids. He said I'll never be a good husband. Well, 28 years later, I think I'm a pretty good husband to my wife. The measure, how do we measure?